Hi everyone, Leanne here from Jaded Blossom, and it is Jaded Blossom's birthday celebration. 10 years, everybody. It's amazing. So I'm using the new stamp set Blossom, which is amazing. And we have a new thing going on for this amazing die freebie this week. This is the thank you die, and I'll tell you about that a little bit later. And I also use these square internal scallop dies too. And I'm also using Paper Tray Inks Bright Buttercup, Orange Zest, Sweet Blush, and Mint Julep. And I went ahead and I pre-cut out the new freebie thank you die out of the Cut Cardstock's CTI Glamma translucent paper, 29-pound vellum. And I cut the thank you out of that same pink, the Sweet Blush. So let's talk about the new freebie. You can only get your hands on the freebie if you buy the entire bundle for the 10th birthday celebration. It is amazing. You're not going to be sorry. I love this thank you die set. So it's a win-win. Trust me. So you want to get your hands on all the goodness from this wonderful celebration. So I'm just using my reverse tweezers and some art glitter glue, and I'm just sticking down the thank you that I cut out of that Sweet Blush Paper Tray Ink cardstock down on the cut cardstock vellum. There we are, and I'm just going to line it all up, and then I'll weight it down with an acrylic block to make sure everything sticks down. There we go. Perfect, and I'll weight that down. So now I've got a piece of Stampin' Up's Whisper white cardstock cut at 4 1/8 by 4 1/8 inches, and I'm going to do some background stamping. So this is what I do to make my card set. I'm making a card set today. So I'm pulling out the lightest color, which is Blush from Altenew. And I'm just going to do some random stamping with that new Blossom stamp set on the back of this, or not on the back, on this white piece of paper. So I'm just going to quickly go ahead and do some stamping here. So I think this just, it's a great way to make a card set. It's fun to do the stamping. So I started out with the darker pink, actually. The darker pink is Rouge from Altenew. And I just go ahead and I use the amazing little, the little mini inkers, which are fun. The nice thing about Altenew ink is you get a set of 4. So you get all the colors in that, like all the hues of that one color. And it makes for a great, you can do some gradients and stuff like that. So I'm just quickly stamping out a background with these little blossoms. And once I come up with the background design, I stamp the exact same pattern on all 4 pieces of white cardstock. So it's just I find for me, it's a way to quickly make, a card set, and it's personalized and it's pretty. And you can do this with any color of cardstock. You just have to find a matching ink and then pull that color out and grab some, lighter and darker colors of that ink color and then stamp to your heart's content. So like I said, I'm just quickly using those 2 solid stamps to stamp a quick background. And then what I do is I'm going to put it off to the side and let it dry before I add the layers on. I just find that you get a clearer stamped image. You let the ink settle a little bit. And, I just find it's just the best way to get a good result. So there we go. So like I said, I cannot believe that Jaded Blossom is 10 years old. It's amazing. They have just adorable releases. So here I am. I've fast forwarded this. This is in time lapse because I didn't think you'd want to watch me do the exact same thing. But now I'm using the oranges from Altenew. Now I'm using the greens. So the oranges were Sunkissed, Orange Cream, Autumn Blaze, and Fired Brick. Then I used the greens were Minty Mint, Sweet Leaf, Just Green, and Hunter Green, sorry. And now I use the Citrus Burst, Fresh Lemon, Maple Yellow, and Honey Drizzle. So after I stamped all of the backgrounds, I went in with the darker tones of the same colors and added on all of the details. And I didn't, take time to make sure it was lined up perfectly. I think it makes it look better, actually, to just kind of stamp that down willy-nilly and get a fun result. So that's what I did. There we go. So, basically I just, stamped the 2 lightest colors and then went ahead and added the details in with the darker color to the color that was stamped, if you know what I mean. So now I'm going to stick down my backgrounds onto my 4.25 by 4.25 inch square cards. So 4.25 by 8.5 scored at 4.5, or scored at 4.25 inches gives you a perfect square card. And then I'm adding on my layer, which is 4 1/8 inches. So you have a perfect 1/8 of an inch border around the edge. So I'm sticking them all down one at a time. And I think they turned out pretty cute, don't you? I quite like them actually. Now I'm adding on my fronts using my ATG gun. There we go, taping them all down. I'll add my last ones on. Now all the colors will be listed on my blog. Like I always list everything there. So go over there. If you want something particular, want to know exactly what I used, it'll always be listed in the recipe. There we go. And we're going to stick that guy down. Perfect. Now, of course, you notice that I didn't get it stick down perfectly. I had to flip it over and get it stuck down. So there we go. So now I'm going to quickly add my, what's it called? The the square internal scallop dies. I cut the second largest one out of the square internal scallop dies too, out of that background or that card base cardstock. And then I'm going to be adding it on like kind of just like a detail in the center of each card. So, you know, just kind of like a spotlight. That's what I was going for. And I think it actually turned out pretty cool. So I'm just sticking that down with my art glitter glue. And then I'll pop my acrylic block on top just to make sure it sticks down while I glue the next one. There we go. There are my oranges. And I'll stick that down. And yeah, I am loving this new birthday release from Jaded Blossom. And their paper, come on. There's Jaded Blossom paper. It's amazing. But I love the new candy dies. I just think it'll make it'll make making treats so much easier. The 2 new topper dies, get out of here. They're gorgeous. So this whole release is, you just need it in your life. And then there's a sale going on too. So you want to take advantage of the sale, Black Friday. There we go. And now I'm adding on my last one, the pink one. That is the Paper Tray Ink Sweet Blush. Like I said, they'll all be listed on my blog. Just making sure it's centered. There we go. And perfect. Well, as perfect as you're going to get from me, right? So now I'm going to add my glued down little titles. So I'm just putting the glue behind the actual thank you. I don't really want it to show through the vellum, so I'm trying to be careful. But, you know, if a little bit seeps out, like, you know, it's not going to matter that much. So I'm just centering it on each card base, and I will weight it down using those reverse tweezers again from EK Success to hold them. There we go, adding the glue on each one. This was a super easy card set to make. It was super easy. It was relatively fast, actually. Once I stamped my first background, I was able to whip them out really quickly. I was really impressed with it, and it was fun, you know. I kind of like the flowers are really forgiving for stamping, and I think they look almost better if they're not lined up perfectly. They just kind of look fun and artsy. There we go, sticking that one on. And now lastly, I'll stick on my pink one. And we will be in business for a quick card set. Like, how fun is that? There we go. This would be fun to give as a gift, you know, with matching envelopes. Be fun. Do some stamping on the back of the envelope flap with those flowers. That'd be fun. Okay, now I'm going to be adding on some Pretty Pink Posh clear confetti, sparkling clear confetti, using my Studio Katia embellishment wand. And I'm just popping some onto each card just for a little bit of sparkle using my glossy accents. Just because, you know, it's clear and it's shiny, and these are clear and shiny. I just think it looks really good. Personally, I kind of go for that. So I love the look of it. There we go. You know, make sure you want to definitely check out everybody's blog and the Jaded Blossom blog, and, you know, check out the store and see what's for sale. See if there's anything on your list that you'd like to get, you know, at Black Friday prices. That's always great. And make sure you put in your cart the entire bundle for this celebration from Jaded Blossom, because it's totally worth it. It's just an adorable bundle. And like I said, it's Jaded Blossom at its best. you know, going back to its roots, doing treats, because that's kind of what they started out with, were treats. And they do a great job of treat stuff. The treat dies and the treat sentiments and the treat toppers, get out of here. They're adorable. And they sell all the clear little bags that you need to, you know, add to those treat toppers. You know, it's perfect. There we go. So I'm really happy with how this little set of 4 turned out. I just think it was really super cute and easy to make. And there you go. Fun, fun stuff. So make sure to hop on over to the Jaded Blossom blog, be inspired by the Jaded Blossom design team. You know, I think they knocked it out of the park like always. And thank you so much for watching my videos, everybody. I really appreciate it. And that's about it. So thank you. And we will see you soon in my next video. Bye, everyone.